Picture this. While the world knows watermelons as perfectly round, nature-designed fruits, Japanese farmers are growing watermelons that are perfectly square and selling them for $200 each. This isn't science fiction. It's happening right now in Kagawa Prefecture, where only 400 of these geometric fruits are produced annually, transforming a common summer treat into one of the world's most exclusive agricultural luxury items. Here's the contradiction that challenges everything we know about farming. These square watermelons cost 200 times more than regular ones, yet they're often less sweet. In the small town of Zentsuji, just 12 farming families have mastered a 50-year-old technique that literally forces nature into geometric perfection. While traditional farmers worldwide focus on taste and yield, these agricultural artists prioritize pure geometric precision. The numbers are staggering. Each square watermelon weighs exactly 6 kilograms, measures precisely 18 centimeters on each side, and requires 6 months of intensive daily care. 90% are exported to luxury markets in Tokyo, Hong Kong, and Dubai, where they serve as corporate gifts and status symbols rather than food. Join us as we dive into the extraordinary world of Japan's square watermelon cultivation, where ancient farming wisdom meets modern geometric obsession, creating one of agriculture's most fascinating and controversial luxury products. The story of square watermelons begins in 1978 when Tomoyuki Ono, a farmer in Zentsuji, faced a practical problem. Round watermelons were difficult to stack and store in Japan's cramped refrigerators. His solution sparked a luxury agricultural revolution that continues today. What started as functional innovation evolved into an art form commanding premium prices in global luxury markets. The economic importance of these geometric fruits extends far beyond their agricultural value. Square watermelons represent Japan's unique approach to perfection-driven craftsmanship, similar to precision manufacturing that made Japanese cars and electronics world-famous. They embody the cultural concept of monozukuri, the art of making things with pride, dedication, and relentless pursuit of perfection. These watermelons possess characteristics that justify their astronomical prices. Each fruit features perfectly straight edges, sharp 90-degree corners, and uniform green striping that aligns with geometric precision. Unlike mass-produced fruits, every square watermelon is handcrafted, requiring individual attention throughout its 3-month growing period. The texture remains identical to regular watermelons, but the visual impact transforms them from food into conversation pieces. Annual production remains intentionally limited. The 12 participating families in Zentsuji collectively produce just 400 square watermelons each year, making them rarer than many luxury watches or designer handbags. This scarcity drives demand in premium gift markets across Asia, where expensive, visually striking presents demonstrate respect and success. Primary markets include high-end department stores in Tokyo's Ginza district, luxury hotels in Hong Kong, and exclusive grocery stores in Dubai. Corporate clients purchase them as impressive gifts for business partners, while wealthy individuals buy them as unique, decorative items. Surprisingly, most square watermelons are never eaten. They're displayed as artistic objects until they naturally decay. The journey to geometric perfection begins with seed selection. Farmers exclusively use Denzake watermelon seeds, a premium Japanese variety known for exceptional sweetness and uniform growth patterns. These seeds cost 10 times more than regular watermelon seeds, but their predictable development makes them essential for achieving consistent square shapes. Preparation starts in climate-controlled greenhouses, where temperature, humidity, and light exposure are precisely regulated. Each greenhouse maintains exactly 25 degrees Celsius during daylight hours, dropping to 20 degrees at night. Humidity stays constant at 70%, while specialized LED lights supplement natural sunlight during cloudy periods. This controlled environment eliminates weather variables that could affect fruit development. Planting occurs in specially prepared soil mixed with volcanic ash from nearby mountains, providing exceptional drainage and mineral content. Each seedling receives individual attention from day one, planted in raised beds spaced exactly 2 meters apart to prevent competition for nutrients. Farmers manually inspect every plant daily, checking for signs of disease, pest damage, or irregular growth patterns. The critical moment arrives when watermelons reach 6 centimeters in diameter, roughly the size of a tennis ball. This timing is crucial because the fruit is still soft enough to shape, but large enough to survive the molding process. Farmers mark calendars, precisely, counting days from pollination to ensure perfect timing for cage placement. At this exact stage, each selected watermelon is carefully inserted into a custom-made glass cube. These transparent molds measure 18 centimeters on each side, crafted from tempered glass thick enough to withstand fruit expansion pressure. The glass cubes cost $300 each and are reused for multiple growing seasons, making them significant investments for small farming operations. During the first week in molds, watermelons experience the most critical adaptation period. Farmers monitor them hourly, watching for signs of stress or damage. The young fruits gradually conform to their cubic constraints, with natural growth pressure distributed evenly across all 6 surfaces. This process requires extraordinary patience and precision. One mistake ruins months of careful cultivation. Once confined in glass cubes, watermelons undergo 3 months of intensive cultivation that demands daily attention and expertise. Farmers become fruit sculptors, carefully adjusting each melon's position within its mold to ensure uniform growth across all surfaces. This positioning process, called tenchi, occurs every morning at precisely 7 a.m., when fruits are most receptive to manipulation. Specialized irrigation systems deliver nutrients through precision drip technology. Each plant receives exactly 2.5 liters of water daily, mixed with custom fertilizer containing elevated potassium levels to enhance sweetness and structural integrity. The irrigation timing follows strict schedules: 3 sessions at 6 a.m., 12 p.m., and 6 p.m., with each session lasting exactly 8 minutes. Technology plays a crucial role in monitoring development. Digital sensors track soil moisture, nutrient levels, and root temperature continuously. Farmers use smartphone apps to receive alerts about any parameter deviations, ensuring immediate responses to potential problems. Microscopic cameras installed inside some glass cubes allow real-time observation of fruit development without disturbing the growing process. The most challenging aspect involves managing plant energy distribution. Each plant naturally attempts to produce multiple fruits, but square watermelon cultivation requires concentrating all energy into single specimens. Farmers perform daily pruning, removing secondary flowers, shoots, and any competing fruits immediately after they appear. This pruning process, called tekishin, ensures maximum nutrients flow to the chosen fruit. Quality control standards are extraordinary. Farmers measure fruit dimensions weekly using precision calipers, documenting growth rates and identifying potential irregularities. Any watermelon showing uneven development gets removed from the program, making way for backup fruits. Only specimens meeting strict geometric tolerances continue toward harvest. As harvest approaches, farmers begin monitoring sugar content, using refractometers inserted through tiny holes in the glass cubes. Target sweetness levels must reach exactly 11 degrees Brix, sweet enough to taste good, but not so sweet that internal pressure causes cracking. This delicate balance requires years of experience to master perfectly. The final preparation involves gradually reducing water intake during the last 2 weeks, concentrating sugars, and preventing overripeness. Farmers also rotate glass cubes daily to ensure uniform sun exposure, preventing color variations that would disqualify fruits from premium markets. Harvest timing requires precision down to the hour. Square watermelons must be picked exactly 90 days after cage placement, when they've achieved full size but before over-ripening compromises their structural integrity. Farmers begin harvesting at dawn, working in cool temperatures that preserve fruit quality and prevent thermal shock during removal from glass molds. The removal process itself is an art form requiring specialized tools and techniques. Farmers use custom-designed lifting devices that grip glass cubes without applying pressure to the fruits inside. Each watermelon is photographed from all 6 angles before extraction, documenting its geometric precision for quality certification. The glass cubes are then carefully disassembled, using suction cup tools that prevent scratching the watermelon's surface. Initial processing focuses on appearance perfection. Each watermelon undergoes detailed inspection, using magnifying glasses to identify any surface imperfections, color irregularities, or dimensional inconsistencies. Fruits failing these visual standards are rejected immediately, regardless of taste or internal quality. Only specimens meeting strict aesthetic criteria advance to final processing stages. Different grades determine market values. Premium grade A watermelons exhibit perfect 90-degree corners, uniform green striping, and flawless surfaces, commanding prices up to $200. Grade B fruits with minor cosmetic flaws sell for $100, $150, while Grade C specimens with visible imperfections are sold domestically for $50, $80. Rejected fruits are processed into juice or given to local food banks. Market values reflect this quality grading system precisely. A single perfect grade, A square watermelon weighing exactly 6 kilograms sells for $200 in Tokyo's Ginza district, while the same weight in regular watermelons costs just $1. This 200-fold price difference makes square watermelons among the world's most expensive fruits per pound, exceeding many luxury items, including premium wines and artisanal chocolates. Distribution follows exclusive channels established over decades. 90% of production goes to luxury department stores in major Asian cities, while 10% serves local tourism markets. Each watermelon ships in custom-designed wooden presentation boxes lined with velvet, complete with certificates of authenticity and care instructions for display purposes. Quality control continues through distribution. Farmers personally inspect watermelons at retail locations, ensuring proper display conditions and storage temperatures. Any fruits showing deterioration get replaced immediately, maintaining the premium brand reputation that supports these extraordinary prices. Square watermelon cultivation generates significant economic impact far beyond agricultural income. The 12 participating families in Zensuji collectively earn $80,000 annually from just 400 fruits, creating average household incomes of $6,600 from this specialized crop alone. This represents substantial supplemental income for small farming operations, typically struggling with commodity price pressures. The industry supports approximately 150 jobs across the entire value chain. Direct farming employment includes the 12 primary cultivation families, plus seasonal workers hired during critical growing periods. Indirect employment encompasses glass cube manufacturers, specialized packaging companies, luxury transport services, and retail partners in destination markets. Each square watermelon generates roughly $500 in total economic activity. Community impact extends throughout the rural Zensuji region. Square watermelon farming attracts over 15,000 tourists annually, generating additional revenue through agricultural tourism. Visitors pay entrance fees to tour cultivation facilities, purchase related merchandise, and patronize local restaurants and hotels. This tourism income provides crucial economic diversification for a declining rural economy. Export markets demonstrate Japan's agricultural innovation on global stages. 90% of production ships to Hong Kong, Singapore, Taiwan, and Dubai, where they serve as symbols of Japanese craftsmanship and attention to detail. These exports generate foreign currency earnings while promoting Japanese agricultural expertise internationally. Comparisons with other agricultural sectors reveal square watermelon's unique economic position. While regular watermelon farmers earn approximately $0.10 per pound, square watermelon producers receive $18.50 per pound, a 185-fold premium that transforms subsistence farming into luxury agricultural craftsmanship. This premium exceeds profit margins in most manufacturing industries. Future perspectives suggest continued growth potential. Rising affluence in Asian markets increases demand for luxury gift items, while social media exposure generates international interest. However, production intentionally remains limited to preserve exclusivity and maintain premium pricing. Farmers resist expansion pressure, prioritizing quality over quantity. The economic model demonstrates how traditional agriculture can adapt to modern luxury markets through innovation, craftsmanship, and strategic scarcity management. Behind the geometric fascination lies a complex ethical landscape that challenges conventional thinking about food, agriculture, and luxury consumption. Critics argue that investing 6 months of intensive labor to produce ornamental fruits represents agricultural resource misallocation in a world where food security remains a critical concern. Why dedicate premium farmland and expertise to geometric aesthetics when the same resources could produce nutritious food for larger populations? Sustainability concerns add another dimension to the debate. Each square watermelon requires 750 liters of water, specialized fertilizers, climate-controlled growing environments, and energy-intensive glass cube manufacturing. The carbon footprint of producing and shipping a single $200 fruit exceeds that of feeding a family for several days using conventional produce. Environmental advocates question whether aesthetic perfection justifies such resource intensity. Labor welfare considerations reveal mixed impacts. While square watermelon cultivation provides premium income for participating farmers, the intensive daily requirements create significant stress and limit family time during growing seasons. Farmers work 7 days per week for 6 months, with hourly monitoring requirements that prevent normal vacation or leisure activities. This labor intensity raises questions about work-life balance in pursuit of luxury market premiums. Conversely, supporters argue that square watermelon cultivation preserves irreplaceable agricultural knowledge and traditional farming communities. Without premium crops like geometric fruits, many rural families would abandon farming entirely, joining urban migration patterns that depopulate countryside regions. The practice maintains agricultural expertise, preserves farmland from development, and sustains cultural traditions that would otherwise disappear. The innovation argument suggests that techniques developed for square watermelons advance agricultural science broadly. Precision growing methods, environmental control systems, and quality management practices transfer to other crops, potentially improving food production efficiency. Research into controlled plant shaping could yield medical applications or help develop sustainable growing techniques for space exploration. What do you think about transforming food into art objects? Does the preservation of traditional farming communities justify the environmental costs of luxury agriculture? Could these geometric growing techniques eventually help solve global food challenges, or do they represent wasteful indulgence in an unequal world? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating stories about how traditional industries adapt to modern luxury markets. What other agricultural innovations would you like us to explore next?